Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Citations to all the Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash in truth and in sincerity. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Barakatham to you all. All right. So in this lesson, what I want to go into is how, the elect, man, Lord willing, we be part of that elect. Okay. How when the Lord sends back the chariots, all right, in the day of the Lord, to beam up the elect into them chariots, man, that's the way, all right, and that's the means by which the Lord is going to have the elect be preserved, okay, from the judgment and the wrath that he's coming to bring upon the whole planet Earth. Okay, and it's going to be a beautiful thing to experience, Lord willing, we are part of the elect, and also a terrible and fearful sight, man. Okay, not only for those that are actually part of the elect, but for the wicked as well. So yeah, man, I just wanted to go into the scriptures concerning this topic, man. It was on my spirit, so the Spirit, Lord willing, is going to allow me to speak, all right, according to wisdom and according to prophecy, and knowledge, rightfully dividing the word of truth to the edification of the electness, the glory of the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai concerning it. All right, so to begin, I want to start here at Revelation 11:8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified." Okay, and what do those dead bodies represent, man? The dead bodies represent the dead state in which the nation of Israel had been, all right, for a long time here in Babylon, America, okay, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Sodom and Egypt, why? Okay, Sodom, because of the sexual immorality, the homosexuality, all right, the pedophilia, the bestiality that goes on over here. And Egypt, because this was the place, all right, the major place of here in the Western Hemisphere where Israelites were held captive, all right, all 12 tribes, okay, where also our Lord was crucified, okay, which the Lord, okay, who the world English calls Jesus Christ, man, all right, his reputation is desecrated, okay, over here, all right, and his image, all right. Verse 9, it says, "And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves." Okay, so these other nations, all right, beheld our people, all right, in this dead state for 3 days and a half. Those 3 days and a half representing 350 years between the times of 1619, all right, and 1969, all right. And they saw us in this state, and they did not bemoan us, like the scriptures say, "Who shall bemoan thee? Who shall mourn for thee?" All right, Zion and Jerusalem, man. They didn't care. All right, verse 10 goes into exactly how they responded to it. It says, "And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth," man. Okay, which goes into the prophets of the southern and northern kingdom. Okay, and the nation of Israel, all right, being under these heathens, being in this dead state under these heathens, and these heathens rejoicing, okay, over our captivity, man, over our fallen state, and they made merry, okay, and they sent gifts to one another, which that goes into the slave trade. All right, verse 11, it says, "And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet. A great fear fell upon them which saw them." Okay, which after those 3 days and a half, after those 350 years, okay, from 1619 to 1969, man, the Most High poured out His Spirit upon His prophets, man. Okay, and the prophets began to speak, man. All right, and through the Spirit that the Most High put on His prophets, the rest of the nation of Israel, okay, members of the nation of Israel began to awake, all right, by the spirit of prophecy, all right. Verse 12, it says, "And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them," which that goes into the elect, man. Okay, because really, ultimately, it's the elect that have truly received, all right, the breath, okay, the spirit of life, man. Okay, and it's those elect that are going to be beamed up into the chariots, man. all right, and are going to hear that voice from the heavens, okay, of from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and from his angels, all right, calling them up, okay, into the chariots, okay, and our enemies shall behold us, man, okay, that's what it means where it says, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them, okay, the clouds being the chariots, what the scriptures go into that in the book of Psalm, okay. Matter of fact, let me get that. All right, this is Psalm 104 and 3. It says, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Okay, so the clouds are the chariots of the Lord, man. All right, which that's also further described in the book of Ezekiel. Okay, Ezekiel chapter 1. All right, it talks about the clouds, the fire unfolding itself, and how the angels ride, and the Lord ride in those vehicles. Okay. You also got in Acts, the book of Acts, how Yahushai ascended up into a cloud, man. Okay, and the disciples beheld him. Okay, so when the elect are beamed up into the chariots, man, our enemies are gonna, Lord willing, we be part of the elect. Our enemies are gonna behold us, man. They're gonna see it happen. Okay, all right. They're already terrified by this great awakening that they're seeing, man. That's happening all over the globe of, men, okay, from all over the world, okay, different tribes, confusion of faces, all right, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, Israelite foreigners waking up and professing the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, professing that they are Israelites, professing that they have been scattered amongst the heathen, okay, as punishment from the Most High for our transgressions, okay, and professing that we are looking for and hoping for deliverance, okay. And they're in fear, man. They're going to be really in fear when they see the elect getting beamed up into the chariots, man. All right. Verse 13, it says, in the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. Okay. So that great deliverance, okay, the greatest part of the deliverance that's coming for the remnant of the nation of Israel is going to be here in Babylon the Great, man. Okay, it's going to be a chariots, man. All right, and through the Spirit, like what Apostle Sahar said. All right, he said we may be delivered on one big chariot, man. Okay, because it says, and they ascended up into heaven in a cloud, man, one cloud. Okay, so the Lord might just have the fathership pass over the United States of America. All right when the destruction is getting ready to happen, right when the missiles getting ready to blow this place to smithereens, okay, and just deliver up, okay, the elect that live, all right, in North America, all right, into the chariot, man, all right, before the eyes of the whole world, man, and then right in that same hour, man, okay, in that same time span, in that same time period, okay, moment in history, the Most High is gonna have America. Okay, parts of America get blown to bits, man. Okay, and it says, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, which talks about a complete number of people. All right, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High. Let me read that verse again. It says, in the same hour was there a great earthquake. So the destruction is going to come. It's going to rattle the planet Earth, man. Okay, and the 10th part of the city fell. Okay, the 10th part being what? All right, representing that America is divided into 10 parts. Okay, when you actually go into, the logistics of how Esau, divided up the different sections of the United States. Okay, all right, and a tenth, okay, of those, of all those 10 portions, a tenth of that's going to be wiped off the map. Okay, immediately after the Lord delivers his elect. Okay, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted. That remnant being the remnant of the nation of Israel. Okay, even they gonna fear. Even Lord willing, we part of the elect, that remnant, we gonna fear, man, and gave glory to the God of heaven. Okay, the second woe is past, which is talking about World War II, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay, which lets you know that this Third World War is gonna end off in a big destruction, man. Okay, it's gonna end off in total destruction. Okay, nuclear missiles getting shot off. All right, and hitting the United States and blowing this place off the map. Okay. Now, what I'd like to get is Isaiah 26 and 20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpast." Okay, come, my people, into thy chambers. Okay, going into the Most High calling the elect. Okay, which are truly His people, entering into their chambers, man, which is the elect, and shutting the doors about thee. All right, because those chariots actually have doors. They actually have entrances that open and close, man. Okay, so the elect are gonna get caught up into them chariots. All right, and they're gonna be protected in them chariots. All right, as the Lord brings judgment upon this planet Earth, man. Okay, hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. Verse 21, for behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain, man. Okay, so like it says in the book of Revelation, man. All right, they stood upon the sea of glass, looking down, mingled with fire, man. Okay, that's the elect up in the upper atmosphere, looking down upon the globe, upon the earth. All right, through the outer atmosphere. Okay, which looks like a crystal. Okay, looks like a sea of glass. Okay, looks like a glass sphere. All right, around the earth. Okay, seeing it mingled with fire, man, because the Lord's going to rain fire and brimstone upon this planet Earth, mainly North America, Babylon, America. Okay, and it's going to be a lot of death. All right, but that's going to be a great deliverance, man, because even the scriptures say, you know what? Let me see if I can find it. Even the scriptures say, man, for behold, it shall no more be said, right? Okay, I found it. This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord. It shall be no more said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I had gave to unto their fathers. Okay, so this deliverance is going to be so great, man. Showing you again now. It says the land of the north, man. Okay, being North America. Okay, so this is going to be the main place of a major deliverance, man. It's going to totally outshine the deliverance that the Lord wrought, okay, by Moses for Israel when he delivered us out of Egypt during the time of the Exodus. Okay, all right, it's going to be a major deliverance, which also means it's going to be a major destruction, man. All right, that's the only way, man. Okay. That's the only way. All right, for it to outshine something like Egypt, man. People still talking about Egypt to this day, man. So it's going to be a great destruction that happens to America, and that destruction is going to come by fire, man. The Lord said that Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, okay, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. So this place is going to burn, okay? This place is going to burn, man. And mind you, the scriptures call it the glory of kingdoms, man. So and even in Revelation, man, okay, you see the merchants of the earth, the kings of the earth wailing, okay, because of Babylon. All right, the destruction of Babylon, man. Okay, showing you that this place has such a great reputation and is highly esteemed that even in the destruction of this place, all right, the nations hate this place, man. These other nations are beginning to grow a deep-seated, a deep-rooted hatred for Babylon the Great. All right, but even in its destruction, okay, they're going to still weep and wail, man. Showing you that destruction is going to be grand and epic, man. All right, and therefore the deliverance is going to be epic as well. Let me get that in Revelation. Okay, sea of glass. You know what? Do it this way. Salakia. I made a mistake. Give me 1 second. All right. This is Revelation 15. This is Revelation 15:1, and it says, "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High." Okay, so that's talking about the elect, man, those that had gotten the victory. Okay, because they're not going to bow down to this new world order system, taking the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Okay, they're not going to be down with this system, man. Okay, even if it means that a lot of them or some of them may have to be martyrs, man. Okay, and because of that, they're going to have the victory, man. They're going to be able to look down upon Babylon, the great America, man. Okay, upon NATO and these other heathens, okay, in their various territories and rulerships and their armies getting burnt up, man. Okay. All right, up in the atmosphere, man, up in them chariots. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, all right, again in Isaiah 26:20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpast. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain." Okay, so they're gonna be up in them chariots, protected from that destruction to come. Okay, that's coming upon this place, the major destruction. Okay. All right, and then also the Lord's gonna use those the elect men as battle axes and weapons of war, okay, against these heathens. All right, which that's also in Revelation, the 17th chapter. Okay. All right, when it talks about how those 10 horns shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. All right, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called, chosen, and faithful. Okay, and also Revelation, the 2nd chapter. All right, "To him will I give power over the nations. He shall rule over them with a rod of iron. As a vessel of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father." Okay, so the same way Yahushua coming back to lay the smackdown upon this place, man, the Lord is going to share that authority and that power with his elect men. Okay, with the elect men, and they also going to be used as tools and instruments to lay judgment upon this place, man. All right, like again, Jeremiah 51. Okay, "Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. With these shall I break in pieces the nations." Okay, and many other scriptures, man. All right. But yeah, man, I want to bring out also Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. All right. Verse 1, it says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. And when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for," man. All right. So this deliverance is gonna be so, man. The elect getting beamed up into the chariots, man. Especially the elect men getting beamed up into the chariots. It's gonna be live, man. All right. I can't even. We don't even got the words yet, man. These people gonna be afraid at the sight of it, and they gonna be afraid and in awe and in total speechlessness, man. Okay, it's gonna be breathtaking. Okay, because the scriptures talk about, again, the strangeness of the salvation, man. It's gonna be unlike anything the world has ever seen, man. Anything the world has ever seen, man. The Lord is actually gonna be sending his angels and his chariots all over the globe, just scooping up the elect, man. While major destruction is getting ready to happen, man. While World War III is going off, nuclear missiles are blowing places off the freaking map. Okay, okay, dang, man. All right, the sun shall be darkened, the moon shall not give off a light. You're gonna have all kind of earthquakes, all kind of plagues going on. All right, on the planet Earth, and they're just gonna see the elect getting beamed up right in the midst of that. All right, untouched. Okay. Let's see if I got another precept. Matter of fact, I think I gotta get that Matthew, man. Get that Matthew. Yeah. Yep. Gotta get that Matthew, man. Matthew 24, and I'll start at verse 27. It says, For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Okay, because Yahushua is coming from the eastern side of the world, all right, in a big chariot, okay, all right. Ezra described it as a mountain, man, all right, cut out of a place without hands, man. You couldn't see the beginning or the end of that thing, man. Okay, and he gonna come from the east all the way to the west, okay, because the majority of the Israelites, okay, and the elect dwell here in the Western Hemisphere, man. Okay, and that's where again the major deliverances are going to be coming from, man. The land of the north, man, North America. All right, verse 28. For whosoever, or for wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Okay, which that's going into the angels, all right, and the chariots gathering the elect wherever they be. Okay, verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. Okay, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Okay, so after this great tribulation that's coming upon the earth, man, the Lord's coming back to blot the whole atmosphere out, man. Okay, when the Lord come in them chariots, man, he gonna blot out the sky. Okay, all right, and I mean, also you already have, of course, you got signs in the heavens. Okay, you got solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, man. But when the Lord comes back, the Lord's gonna totally outdo any of the signs that we seen, man. All right, up until that point. Okay, the stars shall fall from heaven, nuclear missiles. Okay, just being shot off. Okay, descending back into the atmosphere. All right, and detonating, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Okay, these nations, man, they're gonna be shook. They're gonna be in perplexity. Okay, verse 30, it says, And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Okay, because Yahushua is coming back with a fleet of angels. Okay, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other. Okay, so Yahushua is coming back with the chariots. All right, which is described as clouds, oftentimes in the scriptures, to gather his elect, man, from all over the planet Earth. Okay, right when all these things are happening, man. Right when all these terrible signs, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, all right, nuclear war, okay, World War III, all right, Yahushua's coming back to blot out the sky, man. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, okay, all right, day of clouds and gloominess, all right, thick darkness, all right, right in the midst of that, the Lord is going to be delivering his elect, man. And not all that tumultuous time, man. That's what's going to make it glorious, man. The Most High is going to be bringing terrible, fearful judgment, and also even terrible and fearful deliverance, man, for his elect, man. So, Lord willing, this video was edifying to the elect. You know, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Shai Bahashim Rakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and citations to all the Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh Bashim Shai Bahashim Rakakadash in truth and in sincerity. Yahweh Bashim Shai Bahashim Rakakadash, brakatham to you all. And with that, I want to say shalom.